Good morning, folks. We're starting here for 3 good reasons. 1. Soho Lascaux is a great way to track large solar eruptions, a point we'll come back to momentarily. But 2 and 3 are the comets visible right now. The first is easy to spot on a fairly normal sun diving trajectory. Comet is now dead. The second is moving more slowly from left to right, not a sun diver, and appears to be of fairly decent size as it exits. Always fun to catch these little electric rocks. More importantly is the fact that yesterday we discussed the stereo shutdown, which eliminates 2/3 of the CME tracking satellites in existence, leaving only this one. And when it comes to trouble, those NASA folks are butterflies with sore feet. As if it wasn't troubling enough that the stereo spacecraft may be useless for an entire year, Dr. Phillips reminded us that the only other coronagraph in the solar system is 19 years old and already hilariously past its life expectancy, painting a picture such that tracking CMEs may become impossible. Something that sounds scary until you remember that the SDO is doing just fine. It can tell you almost everything you need to know about what is happening on the sun, and we've got backups at GOES, GONG, and IRIS. Not to mention the thousands of us who can monitor some space weather with our very own personal telescopes and even ham radios. Trust me, if there is a big one coming this way, we might not get all the facts, but there's nothing that can hide it. No fear, we'll just need our eyes open. Speaking of the sun, Billy's latest land deposit experiment is beginning to look a bit like the sun with these billowing solar wind and CMEs emanating, but not from Earth's view here, from above, with the outside inductions at the poles causing the reactions at what would be the lower latitudes. He's also finding startling energetic points at certain distances from the discharge, which honestly reminds me of the planetary nodes about which Dr. Uyen has now spoken twice. Next, the man behind real science has a name, Tony Heller, and in sharing of his story, he flat out debunks and shreds the false claims about the man behind real science, while also explaining why he does what he does. Anyone with something to say about Tony, oh, you better read the facts first. I have, and let me say, welcome, Mr. Heller. You are a suspicious observer, and you didn't even know it. Also, Hellertown, Pennsylvania, this afternoon. We'll be in the picnic grove at Lost River Cabins, Mobile Observatory. The link is below. Go to observatoryproject.com for more information. 3 to 6 p.m. today. Let's go find the storm zones like this same form convergence back to the coastlines, bringing flash floods. The majority of the continent here taking time off from bad weather, but Tasmania about to shoo that low cell across to New Zealand. Top watch in Europe today amidst somewhat spread concerns, maybe just south of Norway and Sweden, as it could drop a tornado or two if it gets the right situation. Meanwhile, tropical development has North America flanked. South of Mexico, the watch is ramping, and actually as well just off the eastern coastline. We will wait for anything to materialize. You're knowing the drill. This convergence hasn't moved, the storms won't either. Chances for bad lightning, hail, tornadic activity are very, very high. Flash flooding as well. Space weather is straightforward today. Solar wind is calm. Solar flaring is low, but trending on a rise with some active regions on the limb incoming. We'll see if they maintain form as they turn in. I think a better focus is on the southern incomers. In the shots of our star to close, try to spot the dark coronal holes and also the thin plasma filament. I've tossed the Earth size up there so you can do a good comparison. Eyes open. No fear. It's 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and that's the news. Be safe, everyone.